Anvil. They're taking the stage today at 4:40, and tonight after Anthrax, there will be the story of Anvil on the big screens out there. So if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. All right, guys. All right, 1978 in Toronto, Canada. It all happened. These boys put it together. So let's talk about that long and windy road there. Lips. That's Lips right there.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. It's been a long haul.
Yeah, the rock scene was quite a bit different back then. You had you had Iron Maiden, you had Metallica, all hitting the scene as a young group, and these guys were a big part of that back in the day. Who would you say would be your biggest influence, Liz?
Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath, definitely. All right. And then in April 2009, what happened was VH1 picked up the Anvil story. Of course, like I said, we're going to see that tonight on the big screen. So, anything you want to talk to the press about today?
Nothing in particular. We got to ask me stuff.
There you go.
Well, it's about time that a major band picks you up and just look up the dates for the ACDC. So how did that come about?
Angus saw the movie and he wanted to help. It's pretty straightforward, simple. I mean, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. The movie definitely exemplifies that title, and considering ACDC came up with that, it almost seems like they needed to do this. And what I think I find most hard, my way I look at all of this is people who see the movie, the more that it affects the people, the bigger the heart they have. So obviously, it must be that Angus has a huge heart.
There's no doubt that band still has all the heart that's needed. They're out there kicking ass. I've seen the tour. They get around Toronto. They're just non-stop.
You guys are trying to do that in Boston.
A giant stadium, Gillette Stadium, and Magnetic Hill Stadium in Moncton, New Brunswick.
And then what's after? Did you finish your next album?
It's written.
It's all written. It's just a matter of time. But you have to understand that because of the lack of being out there in America, we have 13 albums that are virtually unheard of. There's a lot of ground to cover in a very short period of time.
How does it feel to be recognized now because of your movie and stuff, and not so recognized for your music? You know what I mean?
Well,
You live this
the movie, because of the music, there wasn't music.
What do you do? Yeah, you guys are
You have to understand that the guy who put this movie together it's not a movie company, it's a fan of the band.
That's great.
So nothing
That
could be
is
more
great.
pure than that. It's not like you felt like you were intruded upon. This guy came in and said, a dear friend, he made a movie about his friend. There was never any guardedness from our part because he only wanted to do good for us. So there was nothing to worry about. So we completely let our guard down. And the access they had in this is far beyond what any other band might have been willing to do.
You just say that you weren't giving it up, man, and just plugging away.
I think he's still doing what we do, whether there was a movie or not.
There you go.
It's nice that everybody wants to enjoy it.
I'm glad I get the chance to see it.
Any other questions?
I've heard that there's different versions of the DVD coming out, like a deluxe version, and then there's like a regular version and a Blu-ray. Is this true? Number one, is this true about the deluxe version? And secondly, I'm from Canada. Are we going to be able to get the best version being the deluxe one in Canada? Or is that going to get a both?
I think they're all coming out at the same time.
Yeah.
So we don't really have definite answers on what the deluxe version is going to be.
Any other questions?
You guys just played Download. How'd that go?
It went awesome.
It was awesome.
Incredible.
Got an 8 out of 10 review in Kerrang. That is groundbreaking.
we look at England as being, if anybody seen the Life Brand cereal commercial, let Mikey try it, he hates everything. Well, that's what England is. I call them Mikey. And they hate everything. And if they like it, you've got something. And that's sort of what's been happening. I think there's been a real turnabout in the entire metal for the metal community in any case, like in the way that right now the young kids, the children of the metal heads are now learning about all the old bands like Anvil, like Saxon, like Motorhead, like Judas Priest, like Iron Maiden, like all the endless list of the stuff that happened during the 80s. And it's getting celebrated, re-celebrated, rediscovered, and praised. So it's a great, all everything that's happening right now, particularly for Anvil's being in the right place at the right time. We have a movie right on the edge of all this resurgence. So we couldn't be at a more perfect time.
So, Johan, how's your week been going?
Give him the finger, it's cool.
That's what we do in America.
What do you think about Oklahoma, Johan?
It's hot.